Welcome to our journey through the evolution of the mobile phone. From bulky devices used only for calls to today's sleek smartphones that connect us to the world, mobile technology has come a long way. We've moved from simple texting to powerful apps, and from limited features to advanced capabilities like high-quality cameras and internet access. Join us as we highlight the key milestones that have transformed how we communicate and connect in our daily lives. Before the world was introduced to cell phones, the foundation for wireless communication was already being laid. In the mid-20th century, key innovations began shaping how we think about mobile connectivity. Let's explore the groundbreaking moments that set the stage for modern wireless communication. Our story begins in 1947, when scientists at Bell Labs introduced the concept of cellular networks. They proposed a revolutionary idea, using a grid of hexagonal cells to divide regions for signal distribution. Each cell would have its own frequency, allowing multiple conversations to happen at the same time without interference. This cellular concept wasn't just about improving call quality. It was a visionary blueprint that would allow mobile communication to be scalable on a large scale. Although theoretical at the time, it would become the backbone of modern mobile networks. Then in 1956, Ericsson introduced MTA, the first automatic mobile phone system in Sweden. Designed for use in cars, this early mobile phone system was massive, occupying the trunk of a vehicle and weighing close to 90 pounds. MTA could make and receive calls automatically without the need for an operator, marking a major advance in mobile technology. However, its size and weight made it impractical for everyday use. These early advancements in wireless communication were remarkable for their time. The cellular concept introduced by Bell Labs set the theoretical stage for future networks, while Ericsson's MTA proved that mobile communication could be achieved, albeit in a bulky, limited form. These innovations pushed the boundaries of what was possible, sparking the imagination of engineers worldwide and paving the way for the mobile phones we know today. These early milestones may seem humble by today's standards, but they laid the technological groundwork for a world where mobile phones would one day become essential. Join us as we move into the 1970s, where the concept of wireless communication begins to take form as a practical reality. The 1970s saw a revolutionary leap in telecommunications as engineers and visionaries turned theoretical ideas into practical mobile connectivity. This era gave us the first handheld mobile phone and the launch of the first commercial cellular network, forever changing how we communicate. In 1973, Motorola unveiled a groundbreaking invention, the Motorola Dynatac, the world's first handheld mobile phone prototype. Martin Cooper, an engineer at Motorola, made history by making the first public mobile phone call on this device, famously calling his competitor at AT&T to prove that cellular technology was more than just an idea. Weighing nearly 2 pounds and resembling a brick, the Dynatac was far from today's sleek designs, but it was the beginning of mobile communication, paving the way for future developments. By the end of the decade, Japan took the next big step in mobile technology. In 1979, NTT, Nippon Telegraph and Telephone, launched the world's first commercial cellular network in Tokyo. This analog network allowed mobile phones to connect wirelessly within a specified area, transforming the concept of mobile phones from a futuristic idea to an accessible service. Although initially limited to a small number of users, it proved large-scale connectivity was possible, setting the stage for global expansion. The innovations of the 1970s, the Motorola Dynatac and Tokyo's first commercial cellular network, represent the dawn of mobile technology. Engineers and visionaries were pushing the boundaries of what was possible, imagining a world where communication wasn't limited by physical location. These early developments set in motion a revolution in telecommunications that would only accelerate in the coming decades. The 1980s marked the beginning of mobile phones becoming available to the public, though they looked very different from the sleek devices we know today. This era brought us the iconic brick phone, a symbol of status and innovation that laid the groundwork for the mobile revolution. In 1983, Motorola introduced the Dynatac 8000X, the first mobile phone available for commercial purchase. Weighing nearly 2 pounds and measuring over a foot long, it earned the nickname Brick Phone. Despite its hefty size and weight, the Dynatac captured the public's imagination, representing the promise of communication on the go. At a price of around $4,000, over $10,000 today, it was accessible only to a small, wealthy segment of society. Still, this bulky device made a bold statement. Mobile communication was a real, tangible product. As the technology developed, mobile phones began making their way across the Atlantic. In 1987, the UK saw its first cellular networks launched by Vodafone and Cellnet. These networks were crucial in expanding mobile accessibility and making mobile phones more practical for everyday users in Europe. Although mobile devices were still large and pricey, the availability of cellular networks in the UK paved the way for broader adoption. With more areas covered, more people could see the value of staying connected on the go. The milestones of the 1980s, the launch of the first commercial mobile phone, and the spread of cellular networks signified a major leap forward in telecommunications. The Dynatac 8000X may have been bulky and costly, but it proved that mobile technology was more than just a novelty. Vodafone and Cellnet's networks in the UK showed that mobile connectivity could become a widely accessible part of daily life. The 1990s was a decade of rapid evolution in mobile technology. As cellular networks went digital and phones became smaller, we witnessed the rise of many features that define modern mobile devices. Let's dive into some pivotal moments that made the 1990s a transformative era for mobile communication. In 1991, the GSM standard, or Global System for Mobile Communications, was introduced. GSM brought digital technology to cellular networks, offering better call quality, more efficient use of network resources, and, for the first time, international roaming. By standardizing digital networks worldwide, GSM allowed people to use their mobile phones across borders, marking the beginning of truly global mobile communication. 1 year later, in 1992, another innovation changed mobile communication forever: the first SMS text message. Sent over a Vodafone network in the UK, this historic message simply read, "Merry Christmas." It marked the beginning of text messaging, a feature that would grow into one of the most popular forms of communication worldwide. Then in 1994, the IBM Simon Personal Communicator made its debut as one of the first smartphones. This device combined the functions of a cell phone and a PDA, offering features like a touchscreen, email, and even basic apps. Although it was large and had a limited battery life, Simon was a trailblazer, setting the stage for future smartphones that would combine communication with productivity. In 1996, Motorola released the StarTAC, the first ever flip phone. With its compact, stylish design, the StarTAC quickly became a cultural icon, making mobile phones fashionable as well as functional. Its pocket-sized, foldable design inspired countless future phones, setting a new standard for how sleek and portable a mobile device could be. 1997 brought yet another breakthrough with the Nokia 6110, which introduced the world to the game Snake. This simple, addictive game made mobile gaming accessible and laid the foundation for the mobile gaming industry. Nokia's inclusion of Snake turned phones into entertainment devices and helped make mobile gaming mainstream. Finally, in 1999, BlackBerry launched its first mobile email device, transforming phones into essential tools for productivity. This early BlackBerry allowed professionals to send and receive emails on the go, setting the stage for a new era of mobile work. BlackBerry devices quickly became the go-to tool for business users, ushering in the idea of staying connected to work from anywhere. From digital networks and text messaging to the first smartphones and mobile gaming, the 1990s was packed with innovations that shaped the future of mobile communication. This was the decade when phones went from being simple devices for calls to multifunctional tools that began integrating into our daily lives. The early 2000s were a transformative time for mobile technology. Phones were evolving beyond basic calls and texts, incorporating features like cameras, music players, and even internet access. Let's take a look at some iconic phones and advancements that helped define this era. It was in the year 2000 that with the release of the Sharp JSH04 in Japan, the first phone with an integrated camera. It was groundbreaking at the time, allowing users to capture moments wherever they were. Although the image quality was limited by today's standards, the JSH04 sparked the trend of mobile photography, a feature we now consider essential in modern smartphones. 2 years later, in 2002, Nokia released the Nokia 7650, its first phone with a built-in camera. The 7650 was one of the first camera phones available outside Japan, making mobile photography more accessible globally. This phone helped cement the idea that our phones could be used to capture memories, marking the beginning of the mobile photography craze. Then in 2003, 3G networks were introduced around the world, revolutionizing mobile connectivity. With faster data speeds, 3G enabled users to browse the web, download files, and send multimedia messages. This was the first time phones could provide a more reliable internet experience, making them essential tools for staying connected on the go. In 2004, Motorola introduced one of the most stylish and iconic phones of the era, the Razr V3. With its sleek, ultra-thin flip design, the Razr became a cultural phenomenon and a status symbol. The phone's aesthetic appeal, combined with its durability and unique design, made it one of the best-selling phones of all time, and a must-have accessory for many. Finally, in 2005, Sony Ericsson released the W800i, the first phone to include a dedicated music player. Known as the Walkman phone, the W800i allowed users to store and play their favorite songs directly from their device. This marked a shift toward multimedia phones, where music, photography, and internet access became key features of the mobile experience. The early 2000s were a period of rapid development for mobile phones, transforming them from basic communication devices into feature-packed tools for entertainment, productivity, and connectivity. From the first camera phones to the introduction of 3G networks and dedicated music players, this era set the stage for the multifunctional smartphones we rely on today. The late 2000s marked a turning point in mobile technology as smartphones took center stage. This era introduced devices and software that would shape our relationship with technology, from touchscreens to app stores. Let's look back at some defining moments that sparked the smartphone revolution. In 2007, when Apple launched the first iPhone. The iPhone was groundbreaking. It featured a sleek, full touchscreen design, full internet browsing capabilities, and an intuitive interface that allowed users to navigate with their fingertips. Apple's innovation didn't stop there. The iPhone was built around the idea of an app-based ecosystem, paving the way for mobile apps that would soon transform everyday life. The following year, in 2008, Android made its debut with the release of the HTC Dream, also known as the T-Mobile G1. Unlike Apple's closed ecosystem, Android was open source, giving manufacturers the flexibility to customize the operating system. This openness allowed Android to fuel rapid smartphone adoption and gave rise to a diverse range of devices, each with its own unique features and price points. Android's entrance created a competitive landscape, giving users more choices and driving innovation across the industry. Also in 2008, Apple launched the App Store, a central marketplace for downloading apps directly to your phone. This was revolutionary. It allowed developers to reach millions of users and encouraged the creation of apps for virtually every purpose, from gaming and fitness to navigation and productivity. The App Store created a new digital economy, transforming mobile phones into essential tools for work, play, and everything in between. In 2009, Samsung launched its Galaxy series, which would become one of the most successful Android smartphone lines. The Galaxy series combined cutting-edge hardware with the versatility of Android, offering powerful alternatives to the iPhone. Over the years, Samsung's Galaxy phones would introduce groundbreaking features like larger displays and high-quality cameras. pushing the boundaries of smartphone technology and expanding Android's influence. By the end of the 2000s, smartphones had transitioned from niche gadgets to must-have devices. The introduction of the iPhone, Android, the App Store, and Samsung Galaxy had reshaped the mobile landscape, making these devices essential for daily life. The smartphone revolution had begun, with an impact that would continue to grow in the years to come. The early 2010s were an exciting time for smartphones. As networks got faster and phones became more capable, app ecosystems and advanced features began transforming how we interact with our devices. Let's dive into some of the biggest innovations that defined this era. 2010 saw the introduction of 4G networks, a game changer for mobile internet speeds. With 4G, users could experience faster browsing, and more importantly, it made streaming music and video on the go a reality. The possibilities opened up by fourth generation laid the groundwork for the mobile entertainment and video platforms we rely on today. Also in 2010, Samsung introduced the Galaxy S series, and Google launched the Nexus line. These phones played a huge role in shaping Android's smartphone landscape. The Galaxy S became Samsung's flagship, with features that rivaled the iPhone, while Google's Nexus offered a pure Android experience, setting standards for Android phones and providing developers with a benchmark device. Together, these lines pushed Android forward, solidifying it as a dominant mobile operating system. Then in 2011, Apple introduced Siri on the iPhone 4S, bringing voice assistants into the mainstream. Siri could answer questions, set reminders, and even tell a joke, making interaction with our devices more conversational. This was a big step toward hands-free operation and laid the foundation for the voice-activated technologies we use every day. In 2012, Samsung launched the Galaxy Note, a device with a much larger screen than most phones at the time, blurring the lines between phones and tablets. The Galaxy Note introduced the concept of the phablet, a phone and tablet hybrid. It also brought back the stylus, which allowed for enhanced productivity, giving users a new way to interact with their devices. Despite initial skepticism, the Galaxy Note proved there was demand for large-screen phones, influencing smartphone designs for years to come. Finally, in 2013, Apple introduced fingerprint sensors on the iPhone 5S, setting a trend for biometric security in smartphones. With just a touch, users could unlock their phones and make secure payments, making personal data protection more convenient. Fingerprint sensors quickly became a standard feature on most smartphones, and they laid the groundwork for even more advanced biometric security methods we use today. The early 2010s brought major advancements that shaped our smartphone experience. From faster 4G networks and groundbreaking device designs to the rise of voice assistants and biometric security. These years set the stage for smartphones as we know them, powerful multifunctional devices that are essential to our daily lives. The late 2000s and 10s marked a transformative era for smartphones, where refined features and a strong focus on photography began to define our mobile experiences. Let's explore the key innovations that shaped this dynamic period. In 2014, Apple released the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, addressing the growing demand for larger screens. With displays measuring 4.7 and 5.5 inches, respectively, these models offered users a more immersive experience for everything from browsing the web to watching videos. This move was pivotal, influencing competitors to expand their screen sizes and push the boundaries of smartphone design. In 2016, Google introduced the Pixel line, which quickly garnered attention for its emphasis on high-quality smartphone cameras. With features like HDR+ and an impressive low-light performance, the Pixel showcased what smartphone photography could achieve. Additionally, the Pixel offered a pure Android experience, free from unnecessary bloatware, appealing to Android enthusiasts who wanted a streamlined interface. Then in 2017, Apple launched the groundbreaking iPhone X, introducing Face ID technology for facial recognition and a stunning bezel-less OLED screen. This design not only set a new standard for aesthetic appeal, but also inspired a wave of edge-to-edge displays across the smartphone market. The iPhone X represented a significant shift in how users interacted with their devices, making unlocking and accessing features even more seamless. 2018 brought about the rollout of 5G networks, promising faster internet speeds and low-latency connections that would revolutionize mobile communication. With 5G, users could enjoy seamless streaming, faster downloads, and enhanced gaming experiences on their smartphones. This upgrade laid the groundwork for future innovations in mobile technology, connecting devices in ways we had only dreamed of before. Finally, in 2019, we saw the introduction of foldable phones like the Samsung Galaxy Fold and Huawei Mate X. These innovative devices brought new form factors to the mobile landscape, allowing users to expand their screens and multitask like never before. The foldable design sparked excitement and curiosity, representing the next frontier in smartphone evolution and prompting manufacturers to explore more flexible designs. The late 2000s and 10s truly refined what we expect from our smartphones. With larger displays, superior camera technology, and the beginnings of foldable designs, these years solidified the smartphone's place as an essential part of our lives, continuously shaping how we communicate, work, and capture the world around us. The 2020s have ushered in a new era of mobile technology, marked by the widespread adoption of 5G, the rise of artificial intelligence, and an enhanced multimedia experience. Let's explore the key developments that are reshaping our interaction with mobile devices. In 2020, 5G technology became widely available, dramatically enhancing connectivity for users around the globe. This new standard not only delivers faster download and upload speeds, but also paves the way for exciting possibilities in augmented reality and virtual reality applications on mobile devices. With 5G, users can enjoy seamless streaming, lag-free gaming, and immersive AR experiences that were previously unimaginable. In 2021, Apple introduced the iPhone 13 Pro, packed with significant advancements in computational photography. Features like Pro, RAW, and Cinematic Mode allow users to capture stunning images and videos with professional-level quality. With these enhancements, the iPhone 13 Pro became a favorite among content creators and photography enthusiasts, enabling them to push the boundaries of mobile photography. Following closely in 2022, the Google Pixel 6 debuted with a custom-designed Tensor chip, which emphasized AI features for enhanced performance and photography. The integration of AI allowed for improved image processing, real-time language translation, and more personalized user experiences. This innovation highlighted Google's commitment to harnessing artificial intelligence to elevate mobile functionality. By 2023, advances in AI technology were being leveraged across most high-end smartphones, enabling dynamic camera features like night mode, real-time adjustments for lighting conditions, and optimized battery usage. These capabilities not only enhanced the user experience, but also made smartphones more efficient and adaptable to the needs of their users. Mobile phones have truly evolved from simple calling devices to powerful, multifunctional smartphones that enable connectivity, productivity, and entertainment like never before. The innovations of the 2020s reflect both technological advancements and the changing needs of users, shaping how we communicate, work, and experience the world around us. Our journey through the evolution of mobile communication shows just how far we've come, driven by rapid innovation and an ever-growing need for connectivity. From the early days of mobile technology to today's advanced smartphones, each milestone has reshaped how we interact with one another. Looking ahead, we can expect even more exciting developments, with enhanced 5G connectivity and AI advancements that promise to make our devices smarter and more intuitive than ever. The possibilities are endless, and as technology progresses, mobile communication will continue to play an essential role in our daily lives. If you enjoyed this journey through mobile technology, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.